The next song is Cast No Shadow. Cast No Shadow is just one of my favourite album tracks of all time. It was written about Richard Ashcroft before the Verve hit big, so they were still quite an underground band. I hadn't heard of them myself, but I was only 10, so but they had sort of underground hit albums and then split up. When I was reading the liner notes on the tape, hang on. Partial liner note. So when I was reading the liner notes, and it was then dedicated to Richard Ashcroft, I had no idea who that was. Of course, the Verve then went on to, they reformed and recorded an album, and it was a huge selling album. It was a monster hit album, Urban Hymns. It spawned like timeless classics. The list I described in the last video about Channel 4, in the Don't Look Back video about the Channel 4 greatest #1 hits of all time. Oasis got 8 and the Verve got 7 for the Drugs Don't Work. It starts off disarmingly sort of simple guitar, well not simple but sort of strikingly sort of straightforward, and then the strings drop in. So another powerhouse moment from Owen Morris on the production desk. The strings drop in and they're just enough to fill the song up very quickly without overwhelming the whole. And the lyrics come in, and Liam's on top form on a very slow track. It is quite a difficult song to sing because it's very long notes, and there's not much time to take in breaths. But he does manage it brilliantly. There's a wee bit of Noel harmony in the upper register as well, so there's lots going on. And the melody, there's the top line melody. It's just a wonderful song. Like, I don't have any great insight into what it was about, but it was just another really powerful song that Noel can just write and deliver at scale. If any other band, of their day could write Cast No Shadow, it'd be their biggest hit by miles. The only sort of songwriting going on at the time in that sort of scene that I would, the pop songwriting ability would be the likes of Paul Heaton and Ian Brody, and obviously Blur had big hits as well. But in terms of the composition of a pop song, I think those were the sort of leaders of their day in that sort of sphere. And then, but Cast No Shadow is just in the second half of the album, which were going to be maybe one of the top 5 selling albums of all time, for reasons like having songs like Hey Now and Cast No Shadow, and one's coming up, who was just on a roll of just masterpieces, and Richard Ashcroft's solo stuff as well, by the way, was after the sort of big breakout, he had a couple of solo albums. There was some really good songs on that, and then the Verve came back and had a couple of really good hits that didn't really sound like Verve or the Verve. They sounded just completely new again. I'm thinking of Love Is Noise and that sort of thing. So clearly Noel had found a kindred spirit, and dedicated or wrote a song for him that is one of the all-time classic album tracks. I haven't really been mentioning the ranks, but this one sort of, I have mentioned how sometimes the different lists vary quite a lot. This one, the Manchester Evening News gives it 9 out of Oasis's best songs, which I think is somewhere where it belongs. 25, 25th best Oasis song. I mean, debatable it is, I put it, here we are, 26, but I'm doing it in the order that they were released in. I haven't actually ranked them out of preference. I don't know if there's, no, not 25 better than it, maybe 15, but not 25. Anyway, what do you think? Cast No Shadow. Stick around, number 27 is coming up next.